All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Hope y'all having a good day so far. So I wanted to check out this video from Legends Productions, and I've been holding off on this one for a little bit, but I'm ready to check this out, guys. This is what NBA players really said in the 2026 second round, full playoff trash talk. So yeah, I mean, if you guys know Legends Productions content, you know exactly what we're in for. Anybody who doesn't want to hear some vulgar curse words or anything like that, if you're sensitive, I'd say click off the video right now. For everybody else who knows what is about to be said on a basketball court, like it's some crazy trash talk. Yeah, welcome everybody. Stay right here and let's have a little bit of fun with this. So anyways, you guys, as I always do, I'm going to link the original video from Legends down below. Legends just hit 100K recently as well. So congratulations. Big time congratulations. Thanks for saying the same for me. Getting that silver play button was that plaque. That's cool, man. I'm really happy. So I'm happy for you too. Anyways, you guys, let's check this out together. I'm linking the original video down below. Shout out to channel members. I really appreciate you guys. And no matter how many comments I get that say stop the intro, I'm not, because I want to give a shout out not only to channel members, to each and every one of you, but I also want to give a shout out to the content that I'm about to react to. So there's a reason why I do the intros, and this is exactly why I do it. Could I get more views and more clicks if I got rid of the intro? Absolutely. And I know I would, but I wouldn't feel right at the end of the day, because I feel like there's respect given for respect received. And so far that's worked out for me in the exact way I hoped it would. So I always want to give respect, and hopefully some of that respect comes back my way. Anyways, that being said, without further ado, let's get ready to watch a nasty ass video, guys. Like the video if you could. And here we go.
Over the past few days, the second round of the playoffs finally concluded. The stakes were high, and many
I just realized what I got myself into. Reacting to these videos is crazy.
players embraced that through their trash talk. There were a ton of heated moments, and some may even shock you. In today's video, I'll be breaking down the best trash talking clips from the second round.
You're going to hear the N word, you're going to hear the B word, and you're going to hear the P word, a whole bunch.
Clip, I will use a combination of lip reading audio and even interviews to provide as much context as possible. This is going to be a good one, so without further ado, let's get into it.
By the way, Legends, if you ever see this, are you using like certain EQs and compressors or anything to like isolate the speech in the audio? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but as an audio engineer, you always got me wondering, like, are you just like bumping up the high ends and bringing down all the low ends on an EQ in order to find the voice?
To start, let's talk about the most controversial moment of the second round. It involved Victor Wembanyama, and let's just say he got extremely lucky. Heading into Game 4, the Minnesota Timberwolves were playing really physical against Wemby. They were shoving him around when he tried to get to his spots, and even got pushed mid-air.
Yeah, this playoffs, everyone's been hitting him like he's Shaq.
It happened so many times throughout the series, so Game 4 wasn't any different. While going for a rebound, McDaniels grabbed his jersey and even swiped at his face. Wemby was tired of getting hit, so he looked straight at Nas Reed and threw a vicious elbow. Reed was sent to the floor, and Mike Conley said, "Hey man." He hit his face. Wemby thought he had it coming, so the refs took a closer look.
He's lucky. He is lucky. Yeah, he could have got suspended for this one.
Looking at the replay, Harrison Barnes knew Wemby could be ejected for that play and said, "That's true." Ultimately, the refs issued a flagrant foul penalty too, but Wemby was confused. He turned to Barnes and said, "What does that mean?"
Yeah.
Huh? I'm ejected?
Yeah.
Barnes nodded back.
I remember watching that one live too. That's cool, his reaction too. He just wanted to understand.
And added,
he's like, okay,
"You need to go to the locker room." Kinda crazy that Wemby has been playing basketball all his life and didn't know what a flagrant 2 meant. Meanwhile, Anthony Edwards was actually happy he was gone and said this.
Man, I was so happy that got kicked out. I hope they suspend that. Yeah, I'm finna email their ass right now. Hey man, y'all gotta go review Buddy, man. Shout it.
Now, Wemby didn't receive any.
I bet, man. Imagine being a high level scorer, and then the opportunity to not have Wemby out there blocking every shot. Absolutely.
Additional penalty from the league, which many disagree with. In 2012, Meta World Peace was suspended for 7 games after that crazy elbow on Harden.
I don't know. Why does this always do it? It always this breaks me every time I see it. It's the funniest. It's so messed up. It's not. I shouldn't be laughing at it. I know something's wrong with me every time I see Meta do this to James Harden.
Meta World Peace was suspended for 7 games after that crazy elbow on Harden. 6 of those games were in the playoffs, which many people pointed to. Even J.R. Smith was suspended for a playoff game in 2013 for this elbow on Jason Terry. It seemed like Wemby got off easy, so let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Oh shit. Honestly, I think the flagrant 2 and kick him out was good enough because we're in the playoffs. If this was the regular season or something, I'd say suspend him for a game or issue out a fine. I would honestly a fine for it's his first offense. Oh my god, Jesus.
We'll see how that situation played out, but at least the Wolves didn't spend the whole game complaining to the refs. That's exactly what Austin Reeves and the Lakers did in Game 2 against the Thunder, with 6 minutes left in the fourth.
Yo, Legends, I want to see what James Harden and Meta World Peace said during that game, during that whole interaction. I want to know what was said there, other than ouch.
LeBron tried to score over Caruso, but a double foul was called away from the play. A jump ball was given at center court, but here's when things get interesting. For some reason, AJ Mitchell was standing at the right side of the floor, and you can see Caruso saying, "Move to the other side." Mitchell did just that, but Reeves said he can't move. No violation was called, however, so LeBron let the refs know about it. Ben Taylor just told him to stay where he was at so he could talk to Mitchell. He said, "Where do you want?" Right there. LeBron was pissed that they were letting this slide, and Reeves even tried to move last second. That's when John Goble yelled, "Stop moving." Reeves
it's like a parent. Cut it out.
Was caught off guard by the way he talked to him, resulting in this.
Oh my god, they are like siblings. Look at it. Look at this exchange. Like they're like, yeah. Dad's getting pissed.
The way he talked to him, resulting in this exchange. I don't
He's
think
like,
I've
I
ever
hate my
seen
life. I hate my life. I hate my life.
He's animated before, but he wasn't done. After the game was over, he expanded his thoughts and said, "You don't gotta yell right at my face. They were over there for 30 seconds. You didn't say nothing." The whole Thunder team was laughing at Reeves, and Shea said, "Where's our meeting? Where's our meeting?" Pretty much implying there wasn't any big free throw differential and that they could
26-21.
Could complain too. Meanwhile, LeBron was nodding the entire time since he felt the Thunder were favored. For example, in the second quarter,
Jesus. I mean, yeah, I always stand by this one.
The Thunder were favored.
If the ref is dealing with this shit all game, every game, yeah, eventually they're gonna pop, and it might pop on the wrong person, unfortunately.
For example, in the second quarter,
look at this. Yeah, you want to talk about like don't talk to me disrespectfully? Well, what the hell is this?
Jackson Hayes was called for a foul on this play. LeBron felt like there was barely any contact and said this to Ben Taylor.
Yeah. If anybody but you can complain about this. LeBron, you cannot complain about this. You be getting that same whistle your whole career.
Now, just when you thought things would cool off, Alex Caruso got in the mix. He thought LeBron was complaining too much, and the two exchanged words at the line.
AC, so he's talking to Caruso.
Even DeAndre Ayton felt like the refs were picking and choosing. In the third quarter, he was called for a basket interference.
The irony for me is LeBron now knows what it's like to be any other team. And ironically enough, he knows what it's like to be OKC in 2012. They dealt with the exact same situation, except for flipped. You know, OKC wasn't getting any calls. the Miami Heat with LeBron on it, they got all the freaking calls that series. This is what it's like. But the NBA is moving on from LeBron, and now they're giving the calls to who they think is their next golden child, SGA. I think they're picking wrong again.
On this play, and he was pissed. He told the refs, "That's a pass, bro. That's a pass."
Let me see it again.
Refs were picking and choosing. In the third quarter, he was called for a basket interference on this play, and he was pissed. He told. In the third quarter, he was.
Yeah, that's a pass. Does he catch it before it goes over the cylinder to make it official? Yes. Yes, he does. Literally one frame before it's in his hand. If the ball was inside the cylinder before he caught it, then that would be a offensive goaltending. Nope, that's a bad call. Yep.
For a basket interference.
I can't believe it. I agree with DeAndre Ayton. Wow.
This play, and he was pissed. He told the refs, "That's a pass, bro.
It was.
That's a pass." Then in the fourth quarter, Ayton couldn't believe the refs called this foul and said this.
Let me see it again.
Then in the fourth quarter, Ayton.
Right there. I don't know why. I see this all the time now in basketball. That could get called any single time. The guy's going up for a shot. You can't have a hand on his side like that. You can't be holding his rib.
Couldn't believe the refs called this foul and said this. Definitely one of the most controversial games we've seen this year, and with all the crazy playoff matchups going on, now's the perfect time to talk about today's sponsor, Novik.
Nice.
To quickly summarize, it's a sports prediction market where you compete against other users instead of a sports book, meaning better odds and no hidden fees. If you win, you keep
By the way, for those who ask why I never skip through the sponsors, this is just good YouTube etiquette.
100% of the profit. Download Novik today and use code LEGENDS to get $50 when you deposit $5. Links are in the description as always, and your support will be greatly appreciated. Now let's talk about the time the entire Pistons team tried to bully James Harden. It all started in game 1 after Duncan Robinson scored a tough layup. This gave Detroit an 11-point lead with 9 minutes to go, so he was hyped. Robinson yelled and won. He also bumped into Harden, so he shoved him back. Jalen Duren also joined in, but Harden wasn't phased at all. His face says it all, but Robinson tried to hype up the crowd.
He broke eye contact.
The refs ended up giving double text, which Harden couldn't believe. He said, "Why though? Why do that?" Robinson implied that he was moving away, but Harden wasn't hearing none of it. That tension ended up carrying into game 2, with Ausar Thompson becoming the main target. With 9 minutes left in the first, Ausar was called for a foul on this play. Harden felt like he was all over him. Left in the first, Ausar.
He did the thing, the SGA James Harden thing. He leans his head in, creates the contact, and then reacts to it. But he initiated it. On the flip side of things, he is being held. What's with all this holding? Why are NBA players allowed to just like grab each other, hold each other, and like basically hug each other? Yet, in every other way, you can't touch anybody on the court without getting a foul. But you can grab them and hold them. What is it? Why?
Foul on this play. Harden felt like he was all over him, so they exchanged a few shoves. Ausar also shoulder checked him, and that's when chaos broke loose.
Just fight.
It's unclear what Harden said because of his big ass beard, but he definitely wasn't happy. Then in the second quarter, Harden started throwing.
We need a cage for UFC stuff, man. I mean, we need like a UFC style cage for NBA players. Just go duke it out, man.
Elbows to create separation. The refs didn't call anything, so Ausar pushed him out of bounds. He wanted that whistle to be blown and said, "He's elbowing me in my."
Is he?
Started throwing.
Yep. That didn't take long. Okay. Let's see. Let's back it up even more.
Then in the second quarter, Harden started.
Yeah, there's no reason to do this. You know, I mean, look where he's dribbling. There's no reason to do that.
Throwing elbows to.
So yeah, okay. Now he's gonna create space again with his offhand.
Create separation.
Him and SGA are very similar.
Refs didn't call anything, so Ausar pushed him out of bounds. He wanted that whistle to be blown and said, "He's elbowing me in my face. Harden tried his best to control himself, but our star wasn't the only one playing physical. Ron Holland was also all over Harden and even grabbed him a couple times. That forced Harden into a turnover, with Holland drawing a foul on the other end. By this point, Harden thought they were doing too much fouling, so he stared Holland down. Harden also bumped into him, so Holland said, "Watch that shit, bro. Don't play with me." Once again,
Harden always breaks eye contact.
Didn't feel threatened by anything that was said, which is the complete opposite of VJ HerbalShenron. When Jeremy Sochan approached him, he stood 10 toes down. It all began in the fourth quarter after Sochan started talking from the bench.
Proud of Bridges, man. Proud of Bridges to be back in the finals. We miss you here in Phoenix, buddy.
By playing just 1 minute, he wanted to impact the game in other ways and tried to get in Tyrese Maxey's head. Sochan taunted him every time he missed a shot, but Maxey wasn't going for it. He said something back during a dead ball and VJ HerbalShenron stepped in, pretty much having his teammates back, setting the stage for the final buzzer. As Maxey was heading to the locker room, Sochan said something crazy which VJ didn't like. However, Sochan didn't care and told both of them, "You still mad? You still mad? You still mad?" Now, Trendon Watford came out of nowhere and shoved Sochan away from his teammates. Then VJ got in his face and said, "Do something about it. Do something about it then."
He says that while backing up.
Sochan didn't say much back and just walked away. Kelly Oubre thought the Knicks were doing too much, so he posted this on his Instagram story, pretty much warning them for the next few games in Philly, but he aged terribly. Not only did they get blown out in both games, but Knicks fans literally took over the arena. That's how you know your team was down bad, and there was nothing Oubre.
This was a satisfying thing.
Games
Hold
in
on.
Philly, but he aged terribly. Not only did they get blown out.
That's satisfying right there. Why not me? Why not dunk on me? I bet he's gonna fall down too.
Out in both games.
Oh yeah, he's falling down. He's Embiid.
But Knicks fans literally took over the arena.
He's a tall SJ.
That's how you know your team was down bad, and there was nothing Oubre could say. However, Dalen Terry felt like he had something to prove. For those who don't know, he was traded to the Knicks during the trade deadline but was quickly dealt for Jose Alvarado. Therefore, Terry wanted to show what they were missing and got to work. He scored 9 points in 12 minutes and even pointed at Jeremy Sochan after this bucket. Unfortunately, the lead was only cut to 34, so Kyle Lowry said, "You can't point down 40. It doesn't get more embarrassing than that, but at least Terry
Facts.
wasn't talking to a superstar. That's what Keldon Johnson did, but he quickly got humbled. This came in game 1 after Anthony Edwards made a quick recovery from a left knee hyperextension and even a bone bruise.
I know, and shout out to Ant-Man, even though they lost the series. He gutted it out, man. He could have missed the entire rest of the playoffs, and he would have been justified for doing it. But he came back. He forced himself back. He didn't have any lift in his legs, but he gave everything he had out there on the court for his team, for the city. I'm proud of that kid.
Able to suit up and play, but Keldon thought he should have sat out. The Spurs bench also seemed to agree, but that only woke him up even more.
And I mean, no disrespect by calling him kid. I'm just an old man now. So that's all. Bad habit. Yeah. Proud of the young man.
Edwards started making crazy shots with basically one leg and looked back at the bench. He said, "I'm back." Then, after getting Keldon off balance, Edwards let them know again. You can tell Edwards was feeling it, but Keldon kept the intensity. With 7 minutes left in the fourth, he wanted that one-on-one matchup and applied heavy pressure. It looked like he was holding his own, but Edwards got him with a tween. Keldon fell behind the play, and this happened.
You talking?
Crazy how Edwards did all of that with basically one leg, and Keldon probably should have kept his mouth shut. On the other hand, Victor Wembanyama...
It was worth a shot, I guess. But yeah, he Ant-Man's one of those guys, unless you can back it up, like, don't rev his engine. He's already hyped enough.
Was able to back up his talk. With 8 minutes left in the first, the shot clock was expiring and the Sumo had to make a play. That's when he made a tough fadeaway over Castle and let Wemby know about it. We all know what happened in the previous game, so the Sumo wanted to keep that same energy. He ran straight to Wemby and said, "You're still talking shit?" Still, Wemby didn't take him serious, however, and replied, "Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me."
Yeah, get out of here, you little bug.
Edwards tried to get him teed up, but Wemby said, "Get your hands off me." The funny thing is that Edwards shoved him once again, trying to get Wemby to react. This time he did keep his composure and let his game do the talking. He responded with a tomahawk dunk and said, "F yeah."
I love it. I love it. Yeah, man, he's had to learn a lot of lessons in this just one playoff year, one playoff season, dude. He's keeping his cool. I'm glad he's learning to keep his cool.
There wasn't much else Edwards could say since Wemby went on a tear.
Yeah, beat him on the court.
He led the Spurs to a much-needed win and had this to say about the interaction.
Yeah, I feel like the rage baiting would have been maybe one of the strategies, so I feel like we need to stay composed as a team.
It's crazy how...
There it is. I mean, it takes me back to Jordan's journey and the Bad Boy Pistons. That took a couple of years for them to figure out. Wemby's figuring out the rage bait thing pretty much immediately. You know, they want to get him ejected. That's the goal. They want to take him out.
How Ayo literally looked like a kid right here, but at least the Wolves went out with a fight. When it came to the Lakers...
He looked like a IRL live streamer or something.
Things didn't turn out great despite LeBron talking crazy. With 8 minutes left in the first, LeBron went full head of steam, but Mitchell got called for a foul. The Thunder bench thought he got all balls, so they started chirping at LeBron.
Yeah, it's the same crap he complains about on the other side. He gets all these calls.
Pretty much telling him to stop begging for calls, which is when LeBron said this. I'm not exactly sure.
I could hear it right there. I could hear it. You bumped up the high end to try and make that out. Awesome. From one audio engineer to another. Awesome. Good work.
Who LeBron was talking to here, but he clearly didn't like what was said. The camera then pointed at Dylan Brooks, who was actually sitting...
My favorite Phoenix Sun. My favorite Phoenix Sun. Oh, man. This is one of those things. Man. This is one of those things. This is the ultimate troll. He shows up to watch and laugh at LeBron getting swept. I'd never seen a troll to this level.
Courtside. He really took his hate watch to another level and even said, "That's all ball." I don't think I've ever seen something like this before, but that's just who he is. Now, LeBron didn't have his best shooting night and even missed a crucial floater towards the end of the game. Brooks wasted no time taking a sip of his beer, which is actually hilarious. The Lakers ended up getting swept and Brooks was all smiles with SGA. He really is a villain, and when streamer Ray Asian Boy asked him why he did that, Brooks said this.
You really hate LeBron, bro.
No,
you fly all the way to LA to watching news.
it's right here. It's only like an hour away.
Wait, are you really hate that? You really hate LeBron?
I really wanted to see what OKC was gonna be on. So I'm watching the series, and it's kind of like our series, where they're in the game first and second quarter, and then they blow it open. Like, you know what I mean? Like they.
Bro, you sure you're not here for think about LeBron?
No, never.
So you actually good LeBron?
Yeah, I don't know him like that. We're part of the same agency, but.
We really do need more players like Brooks in this league, but
that even makes it funnier that he's just like playing it off like, "No, man, I was just watching the OKC game." Yeah, right.
Ausar Thompson might have just taken things to another level.
Chilling.
In Game 6 against the Caps, Sam Merrill tried to screen him, but Ausar felt like he was holding him. That's when he threw him to the ground and even stepped over him. That's definitely disrespectful, so Donovan Mitchell gave him a shove. Literally took a page out of a man's book, but was only given a flagrant foul 1. Then in Game 7, Ausar was going full speed in transition and ran all over Merrill. You could tell Ausar really wanted to do that, but he got himself in foul trouble. He couldn't be asked
Yeah. This is totally intentional.
You tell Ausar really.
You can see it's not on accident because look at the follow through on his arm. Look at that. Yep. He knew 100%.
He got himself in foul trouble. He couldn't be as reliable in such a crucial game, and the Pistons were down 34 with 5 minutes left.
Freaking Pistons.
That's when his frustration kicked in and literally threw Max Strus to the ground. This was a dangerous play, so Strus stood up and said, "Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit." Ausar wanted all the smoke, so he replied, "You think I'm worried about you? You think I'm worried about you? Those eyes really showed that Azar meant that, and Struz responded with what looked like a choking sign. Somehow Struz was the only one given a technical foul, but he had the final word with the series win. And that pretty much concludes the video.
Jeez.
What do you guys think of how the second round
wild.
played out? Which heated moment was your favorite? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I hope everyone has a great day. Peace out.
I don't even know what to say. The irony is my favorite moment is when Meta World Peace elbows James Harden. Oh, man. I can't even do an outro, you guys. I'm still just thinking about that damn elbow. That thing breaks me. It absolutely breaks me. I can't stop laughing every time I see it. I'm always caught off guard every time I see it, and it happens every single time. There's probably enough times on this channel alone you guys can make like a compilation out of every time I've cracked on this. Just like you could with like the 93 finals. So I will leave it at that. That was a great job, Legends. And if you want to share any of your secrets, it's not because I want to do the same thing. It's just as an audio file. I am interested in, is there anything else you're doing other than EQ work in order to be able to hear what's being said on the court? Like I said, if you don't want to share it, no problem. I get it, because like this is your thing. I just want to know as an audio file, like how you're coming up with this. So anyways, I am out of here, guys. Watch out for Meta World Peace elbows. Those are I gotta go. Like the vid on the way out. Subscribe if you want more stuff like this. Go check out Legends channel. Link is down below. And I'll see you all in the comments, you guys. I better see at least one timestamp for that elbow. If not, like, what are you guys even doing? What's going on here, guys? All right. Peace out, everybody. Be water, my friends.